Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set, 180, hurry!
Now a first down throw, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Good 20. You better be ready. Don't be scared. General West. Check three. Zebra. Go.
To throw is Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
53.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Checked up, 6-6, pull it high.
A quick throw there out to Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, it takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. A first down throw here for Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun on third down, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Complete. It's Henry. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rivers. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
No. Fight!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Recon, 132.
Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Block 15. Room 61. Matchbox light.
From the gun, Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hey, exit.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, team 6, team 6.
1st down, Rivers. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Gordon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Rivers now. He's got it to Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
49, check 49, check. You draw Corker. Check white, 89.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Red!
They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run it here with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, high 7.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down. Now, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 79! 79!
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Stafford, blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Hey, Delta!
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now at Ford Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Gordon. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Chargers on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Rivers. And caught by Henry. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taking about 7 yards. Deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Caught by Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for our visitors, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.